Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Dunn. I didn't see a website on the box, but I'm sure if you look it up on a search engine, you will easily find it. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. There's how you spell Lucy's name if you want to search it out. Illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's a Hay House website at the bottom if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame and nab that information if you want it. Okay, what do we have for Scorpio? All three water signs. You got something's coming. It might be easier for you than the other two, because it seems very connected to water. Okay. It may be easier for you, because, I don't know, I'm keep getting, like, what I get for Scorpio is kind of like, if it doesn't start, oh, I'll start it. Kind of like that attitude, like, I'm done. I'm done waiting. If it doesn't start itself, I'll start it. It's kind of like one of those things. Kind of like we need to move forward, like it's enough. Whatever the situation is, I feel like you've been very quiet. I want to say quiet, conservative, relaxed, maybe. I kind of cringe to say relaxed, because you might not feel relaxed, but it's kind of like other people may not realize that you're paying attention as much as you are. Because I get like, I've been waiting and I've been watching. I've been expecting the situation to move forward, and it's getting to the point where it really should. Again, I keep getting like, well, if it doesn't move forward on its own, I'm going to do something because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of waiting. If nobody else is going to start it, then I'm going to start it because I'm kind of at the end of my rope. I feel like I've been patient way too long. And I'm waiting and watching. And even though it's weird, because I feel like you are at the end of your rope with this situation, you still seem to be waiting. And you're holding back because you're like, I feel like the reason, though, is like, if I'm going to start it, it's going to fix. Like, if I'm going to start this, we're going to finish it. It's not going to be, I'm not going to go in half-cocked and just see what happens and direct it where I need to. I'm going to make sure that people are cornered, and we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. If I'm going to start it, we're going to deal with it. And I'm going to make sure it's exactly where it needs to be to make that happen. But the reason that is because it's kind of like the foundation is a little bit messed up. It's not completely worthless. It's just a little bit messed up. So it's kind of like we're going to get to the foundation of it, and we're going to start correcting it right there. And then if we have to reset the house with it, then we'll reset the house with it, but we're going to do it. It may be a lot of work. It may be very difficult. It may be a bit scary, but we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right. I'm not going to do this Band-Aid fix thing. And I feel like there might be a little bit of a slight aggravation for you, kind of like maybe little things have been gone, like they've been like they're gone. Things are missing, like little things are missing, and it's kind of like I feel like the way things have been going, they've been Band-Aid fixes. Maybe they weren't meant to be Band-Aid fixes, but they were Band-Aid fixes. It's kind of like you can't use a Band-Aid to fix a broken arm. You know what I mean? Not really, in my opinion. But so it's kind of like it's not been fixed correctly. But now I'm realizing more information. Like the information has been missing. It's kind of like there's two bones in the forearm. It's kind of like only one bone was broke. So people were playing along like it wasn't really broke and using a Band-Aid to fix it and trying to play along even though it's been an issue all this time. But it's kind of like, no, I got more information now. That one bone is definitely broke and it needs to be set correctly. So you're doing what you have to do to get yourself into position to make it happen. You're also, I feel like if I have to tick off a few people to do that, I don't really want to, but I will. It's kind of like this situation isn't right. I mean, if this is what has to happen, if I have to tick off a couple people to make it work, then I'm going to do that. It's your heart is in it for like the health of the situation long term. Kind of like if I have to tick off a couple people to make this go right, then that's what has to happen because this isn't right. Whatever's going on is not right. So I understand that they may not understand it or agree with it, but that's what it has to happen. That's what's going to come forward. Are you going to be the one pushing it forward or somebody else? No, I don't think it's going to be you. But when it starts, you're definitely going to make sure it continues. um, Wheel of Fortune comes in the passion. Even though the Wheel of Fortune was showing up, I was thinking maybe some opportunity shows up in front of you and you're like, well, now's the time and here you go. Or, which I think is the or is more likely, somebody's going to step forward and start the situation. Somebody's going to bring it forward. Somebody's going to start something. I get the Six of Swords on its side and the Five of Major Arcana, which is the Hierophant, which is very interesting for you. You're not willing to back down, and if you have to like egg the situation forward, like somebody else might have started it rolling down the hill, if you have to help guide it and direct it and keep it moving, you will do that, is what I keep getting. Like, if I have to keep putting in my 2 cents to keep it going, I will do that. Because if this time, we're not going to just let it die out or peter out or just kind of like, pretend it's not happening. We're going to push it through to the end. So if you have to help it move and if you have to help push it, you may not be the one who starts it, but you're going to make sure that it keeps going until it's actually correct. You're very motivated. If this reading is hitting, I'm getting you're very motivated, and people have gotten away with bullcrap a couple times, and you're over it. You're like, nope, we're not doing this again. We are not doing that again. I will make sure that we don't. And there may be somebody who kind of protects this person and helps it disappear, and you're like, oh, that's definitely not happening this time. If I have to call out the person who is hiding it for them, we'll throw them both in the fire if I have to, figuratively. I'm not putting up with it. I keep getting from your energy. Now, you do have support. Especially when I feel like there's this one person who has been protecting the situation and helping it kind of like, be okay, and it's not that bad. They've been kind of smoothing it over so things don't get too volatile. When they realize that you're going to throw them in the fire too if they start that, I feel like that changes the dynamic. Like, they're going to work with you because they don't feel like they can work against you and succeed. So there may be that element here of somebody who kind of like pacifies the situation, tries to make it disappear. That person, when they realize you're not going to allow that, they're gonna kind of work with you, because I feel like they're going to realize pretty quick that if they try to like pacify it, make it go away, you're going to throw them right in the middle of the fire, right in front of the firing squad too. And they don't want that. So they're going to work with you to help the situation heal. That's a better situation, because I feel like there's more diplomacy with this person. And when they realize you're not going to let this happen again, it puts a lot of stress on them, but it seems like it's due stress. So, where did I see the Justice card? I thought I had the Justice card. Oh, here it is. Justice. I feel it doesn't mean you're dealing with a Libra, but you could be. Six of Pentacles makes me think of Libra too, even though that's an Earth card. It does. Libra's air, but it does. There could be a Libra influence here. I just keep getting that. Doesn't have to mean there is. These cards flew out. They flew out right under the floor when I was shuffling, and I just didn't look. I put them back up on the table. I just didn't put them back in the deck for whatever reason. There's no protection in this situation at this point. Nobody's protected. You can hold your own. You'll be fine. I don't think that's telling you anything you didn't already know. But if there's other people that you're partial to, the truth will come out about their involvement in the situation. Nobody's protected. It will come right forward. The true love come to me is kind of like, this is what's going to actually make it heal. You may be surprised, ironically, of a couple people who were involved that you really weren't paying attention to. You may have known something wasn't quite on the ball, but you may not have realized the connection, if that makes sense. The truth, when I see that psychic ability or psychic protection reversed, and the Moon card is coming right out, I feel like something that's been a mystery this whole time, you're going to see the truth. Not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to see it, because the Moon card is telling me it's a mystery to some, but this is a water card. This sometimes talks about Pisces. Scorpio Pisces is a very strong match, very good match. I'm not saying you're dealing with a Pisces, but the way this is feeling to me is like you're going to know the secrets. Somebody's going to tell you the secrets. Not everybody's going to know the secrets. New beginnings come out, and the Justice comes out. you're going to be able to see the secrets. You're going to get the secrets, and you're going to be able to make sure that you keep an eye on that element if necessary. The situation does. It's like it's going to be completely different after this. So I keep getting like a school analogy. So I don't know. I'm just trying to watch how it plays out. It's kind of like people were in certain cliques and going towards certain vocations. They had their career. They had their classes lined up to do certain career work or whatever. Cliques are being reorganized, and people are changing vocations. People might even be changing schools. It's one of those things. It's never the same after it's like I'm also getting like a business analogy. Like if it's one department having an issue, the department might be split up and people might be moved to different departments. It might be something like that. You still might be connected to all of them though, for whatever reason. It could be something like that, just to be fair. It's interesting. So I don't know. It seems like a little bit foggy out there exactly how this rectifies, but it does rectify and it does go better. You're going to know the secrets. So injustice does come in with new beginnings. So whatever was will no longer be. The new beginning. It's like, no, we're not going to do that anymore. Whatever it wasn't right. It was set up to kind of like keep promoting this bad behavior. We're not going to allow that anymore. So we're taking things apart so it's not even possible. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.